is.
Trey, how do you kind of reflect on your sophomore year at Michigan State and what made you want to go back for a third?
I mean, it was a good year. I mean, obviously, ended on a negative note, and there's still something to prove there, and I want to go back and win national championship. But there's a lot of good things that happened throughout the year, and in the most hard to kind of realize those good things. But I got better as a hockey player and as a person, and looking to do that again next year.
Was there a part of your game that you felt like had the most growth, I guess, over the course of that?
I'd say the one thing is probably just the control in my game from my freshman to sophomore year. I think freshman year is a lot more like activeness from me, but I thought way more control this season.
I don't want to put you too far in the future, but a year from now, like, is it your plan to turn pro?
Ideally, still have to go out there and prove it, and obviously make a decision at the next season.
Yeah, Trey, just the decision, was it a difficult decision, or did you kind of all along want to go back to college?
It was difficult, obviously. I didn't feel there was a wrong answer, just kind of what worked best for me and my career, and obviously still need to get stronger on and off the ice, and I think staying in college gives me a little bit of a better opportunity to kind of develop my body and get ready for the professional game.
Is that your main focus here this summer and going into the next season, or is there something, any technical aspects that you're working on?
But like I said, just grow my body is huge. Really good for career longevity, and had to get some stuff sorted out. But like I said earlier, I want to win national championship and then go from there.
What do you look at when you judge your development?
I think it's very hard to look at it from like a numbers point of view. For me, it's more just internal, how I feel with everything. Like right away, I know if something went wrong, and just kind of being able to realize that and think on the fly and just grade myself from my own point of view.
And just there's always with goalies so much talk about mental toughness and being able to shake things off. How do you develop that?
Yeah, I think obviously that's more focused on is after a negative, how do you respond? But the same thing happens after a positive. You make a big save, but if they have another good chance, you have to be focused again. So whether something goes wrong or right, for me it really doesn't matter. It's the same approach. I have to be ready for the next shot and the next opportunity where I can have a positive impact on the game.
Hey Trey, what's been the key for you guys at MSU? I mean, what's been the key to turning it around over there?
For me, it's the culture that Coach Nightingale has brought in since he got there, really, and he's done a phenomenal job of getting good people first into the building, and that makes it easy to kind of work as a team and obviously go from there.
When were you talking about your decision? I mean, who'd you talk with over here? I mean, they must have been pretty supportive, I guess, obviously.
Yeah, no, it was very supportive. I talked with Cleary a lot, and obviously some of the other higher ups, but it was an open conversation and just kind of talking through it. And I think both sides, like the MSU guys and my agents and the Red Wings guys, all kind of wanted just for me to have all the information possible to make a decision for me.
So were you there last weekend when McKenna was there, or were you kind of like a host or anything like that? Or?
I don't have no clue. I haven't been there this week, so I have no idea.
Trey, you've had a handful of development camps here under your belt. How have you approached each year, and do you feel like you've grown significantly since your first one to now this one?
Yeah, I definitely think I've grown. Obviously, just you get more comfortable being around for longer. First year it's a lot more stressful because you don't know what to expect. But obviously coming in this year, you kind of know your way around and know everyone. But for me, it's not the start of the season, but it's kind of getting there. Like, this is a hard week of training, and it kind of gets you in the mindset now for the rest of summer that it's time to really start picking it up, ramping up the skates and the workouts and stuff like that.
Trey, you've already set records representing the United States at the junior level. In February, how much did you pay attention to the Four Nations face-off? An established USA goalie like Connor Hellebuck, and do you ever maybe kind of think ahead of maybe yourself in that kind of same position in a similar tournament or perhaps even the Olympics one day?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely a goal of mine, and that's such a cool event to see, especially for me, I've known some of those guys and played with like Brady Chuck at my first World Championships, and obviously kind of seeing him out there, it gives you not a taste but an idea of what it might be like and kind of how high that level of play is, you know. And I just that's something I'm striving for one day, and I know it's a long way ahead, but it's something to kind of keep in mind and keep working for.
Between the guys you have coming back and the guys who are coming in or maybe coming in, like, what is the excitement level among you guys for what you're going to have this year, and what do you think those practices will be like?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, it's going to be hard to win, like it always is, you know, and I think just staying level-headed will be huge, but I'm sure the practices will be challenging. You know, a lot of good players coming in, and I'm excited, and hopefully they push me, and hopefully I push them. All good. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.